Good evening. We're leaving Hendersonville, heading back to Charlotte this evening. Let's see if FSD Beta can get us out of Hendersonville into Interstate 26. The reason I want to try this here in particular is because there's a roundabout coming up. So let's engage here at this stop sign. Nice stop, and then an acceleration through. Not a lot of traffic. It's a Sunday evening in November. A lot of folks go to Florida from Hendersonville for the winter, so population is down right now. A little bit of a curve here we're slowing down for. Not bad. Here's our roundabout. We have to enter the roundabout and go all the way around and out the other side. All right. I did not even press the accelerator, and it managed to do that, even with cars entering, although they weren't really close to us, or they didn't have to wait, and we didn't really have to wait on them. Now we'll go over to Highway 176. Must have thought that was a person there on the side of that post. Go up to the stoplight and take a right. We'll go down to Upward Road. There will be 2 left turn lanes, and Upward Road will go by, or 2 Interstate 70 or Interstate 26. Sorry, railroad crossing here. Ooh, took that a little fast. It recovered. This is kind of a narrow road with worn out markings. Let's see if it's getting in the correct lane to turn right. It's got a left arrow, but now it doesn't. Let's see what it does here. Oh, it sees that car and it's showing it as blue. I'm not pressing the accelerator and it's actually turning into the correct lane. Those lights down there that you see in the distance, maybe you don't see from the GoPro angle, are where we need to turn. It needs to get in the left-hand lane. I think it's going to try and pass this car. I'm going to dial the speed back from 50 to 45 to encourage it to go ahead and get over. I'm trying not to tell it to get over to see what it does. Need to get over there. Dial the speed back some more. So now it's getting over. Did not get over fast enough. It needed to get over way back there and then get over in this lane. It's kind of a little bit hanging out in the right-hand lane. There's nobody coming from behind us. Hopefully, with our brake lights and being dark, this will be okay. Looks like I just not from around here and don't know where I'm going. Sorry, I didn't have the visualization. You can see here, we're kind of hanging out in the leftmost straight lane. Oh. Now we have a green arrow, so before cars get up behind us, we're going to turn beside this car, which is really close to it. That's okay. Didn't do terrible. Dial the speed back up now. I like to set it 5 miles over the speed limit, which is really about 4 miles over the speed limit. Speedometer is always being set just a hair low. This is a nice, well-marked 4-lane street with wide lanes. It's doing well. It's kind of like regular autopilot, auto steer. It's interesting. By the time I looked down to see if it detected those yellow lights, it was showing red on this visualization, even though they hadn't turned red yet. I guess it just assumed that that's the natural next step. It's going to be a little tricky because there's a right turn lane into a gas station fast food place, but you're not supposed to get into that until you're through the intersection if you're not turning into one of those. Then you immediately get in the right-hand lane to get on the interstate. Let's see what it does here. It's just a car in front of me, a couple of cars in front of me. So that's the lane we don't want to get in, because that's right turn only here. As soon as we go through the light, once it turns green, we need to get over immediately. There are no cars behind us really, so should be okay. Green light. Through. It's already getting over, which is aggressive, but not wrong. It's got its blinker on, not turning into the gas station, we're turning onto the interstate ramp. A little jerky, not bad. A lot of traffic on 26, going eastbound. It's accelerating nicely, and there's a big gap here. Hopefully it'll merge over. It wants me to merge over because I don't have it set to do auto lane changes in Navigate on Autopilot, which is what we switched into. The car that was behind me went ahead and got over in the left-hand lane and passed us. This is fine. So I won't do commentary all the way down the mountain. But when we get to the bottom of the Saluda grade, 26 goes on to Columbia or Greenville, Columbia, and then finally Charleston on the coast. We're going to take a right exit, which has its own lane, and then that exit splits, and we're going to take the left split and fly over 26 and get on US Highway 74 eastbound to Charlotte. So I suspect it will switch back to FSD Beta while we're on that flyover, exit lane and flyover, and then it will switch back to Navigate on Autopilot once we're on US 74 eastbound, because that is a interstate quality limited access divided highway, even though it's not technically an interstate. I'll stop talking and pick back up when we get to the bottom of the mountain. Okay, this is the exit lane to get on US Highway 74 eastbound, and it took it immediately as soon as I got to it, which is good. Following the lead car here. Interesting, I think normally if you're following the lead car it's darker gray, but in night mode I think the lead car is lighter gray. Let's see what it does here. Getting off. We need to get over. We're back in FSD Beta, and then we're back out of FSD Beta and on to Navigate on Autopilot again. Still following that lead car. What does it say? Right lane ends, which is good, we're already in the left lane. This left lane will become the left lane for US 74 eastbound. Quite a lot of traffic heading this way tonight. Normally I'm the only car on the road. Okay, it's kind of uneventful now, but FSD Beta did a good job of getting us out of Hendersonville and onto the interstate. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.